Dear Diary, it's been 127 episodes and Terminator Juice still hasn't invited me for his podcast. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. Oh, hello, I'm Retrodaft. And Terminator Juice recently had a podcast where he talked with the group about their expectations for the Switch event. And I usually don't do these kinds of videos, but I can never chime in on what the fuck they're saying, so I'm making my own video. Let's go! So first off, I see this event go on for about 30 to 45 minutes, 45 to an hour if we're lucky, depending on how in depth they'll go in the system. Which I think they won't do too much. I think they're gonna maybe show how it works. Maybe Kimishima himself will come out. He will come out and I see him starting everything. I see in the beginning him talking about the system a little bit, showing it work maybe. Maybe not, maybe if not him, somebody else will just show how it works, what it can do. Maybe it'll show 1 or 2 extra features it would have, depending on the portability and everything. I don't think they'll do specs. Nintendo doesn't really do specs. Reggie said it, people hate it. I don't care. I don't care about specs. I'm not sitting here waiting for an hour of talking about fucking Pascal or that other chip. I don't even care. I've seen 100 videos. I don't care. I do not care. I want to see games. And I'm expecting games. Like I said, I think they'll talk a little bit about the system in the beginning. Maybe they will go at one point in depth on the network system, the membership system, things like that. I doubt they'll talk too much of it, but I see them like my Nintendo shit. Maybe they integrate that a little bit into how it works. But most of all, I expect a lot of games. And that's how I feel it's gonna start. Kimishima is gonna walk out, talk about the system a little bit, maybe my Nintendo, a little bit of details, but I think after that we will get like a showreel of specific games, because there's gonna be a treehouse as well. So I don't think they're gonna do it like Nintendo Direct where they talk about one game trailer. I don't think they'll do that. I think at a showreel, a general overview of what's gonna come. Maybe in 2 sections. Maybe you're gonna have a first party section and a second and third party section. I think that's how it's gonna be. Maybe then afterwards they might go in a little bit more detail. But I think that's gonna be it. I think that is gonna be it. You're gonna go at the system, maybe some network shit, and some gaming shit. Because we're gonna get the Nintendo Treehouse, I feel that is when Nintendo will go in depth in specific games. I don't think they go too in depth in everything. Worst case is E3 to go really in depth. I think we'll get broad overviews. I think they show a lot of games. I'm hoping they're not gonna focus on Wii U ports and that kind of shit. I just want new first party titles and second and third party titles. I just want games. I just want games. Obviously I think we're gonna see Zelda. I think they might even open with Zelda again, maybe a nice story related trailer. I can see them doing that at this point. I think we might see the new Mario, even though they said we wouldn't see anything before E3. The fact that they showed it in the Switch Reel trailer might make me think that they're further along with the game than they let people know. So I feel we could see a new Mario. I don't think we'll see Pikmin, I don't think we'll see Metroid, Star Fox, any of that. I think we might see a new IP maybe. Probably the Mario Kart and Splatoon. I think we're gonna see those. I'm gonna get new details on it at the very least. I'm hoping second and third party wise, I'm hoping for Little Nightmares. This is one of my most anticipated games. Dark Souls, I'm hoping to see that. I'm expecting Skyrim. Maybe the basketball game, I don't really care. I like NBA Jam a lot when I was younger, but I don't care for the other realistic type basketball games. I'm expecting, yeah, just good third party support in general. We might not see everything, but I think Rime will be there. I think a lot of, what was the other game, the Season of Heavens, you know, that we'll probably see it again. I think we'll get a lot of seriously Wii U Switch exclusives. I think we'll see a lot of that, gameplay wise and trailer wise, everything. I don't think we'll see any skits or anything like that. Personally, for this, I don't think so. I think Nintendo will take this a bit more serious. It sounds stupid to say, it's a bit more serious. You're gonna have Kimishima walking out, talking about the Switch, gameplays, trailers, that kind of stuff. Maybe a bit more elaboration, like I said, on the network and everything. No specs, none of that shit. No Pascal this or resolution this. It's gonna be a la Nintendo. They're gonna show you the specs, the graphics, without telling you what they are. I don't think they'll do that. They never do that, and I don't see them starting with that now. They might, I'm not ruling it out. Who am I? I don't know. Nobody knows online. Nobody knows. But they could do it. I see them do release dates for games for the Switch, prices for the Switch, of course, reveal dates, all of that stuff. I think Zelda is going to be a launch title. I seriously think that. Because why not? Why not? It is very far along. They've been promoting it over and over again. It is basically a Switch selling point. It is. And while Terrell might think he won't buy the Switch for it, I would. Now that is something the Juice podcast they talked about. What would it take for me to not buy the Switch? And I'm gonna be with Robert. I'm gonna be them saying, if Kimishima walks out and tells you shouldn't buy the game because nothing is ready because it's a shitty system, then I won't buy it day one. And honestly, I'm also leaning more towards Juice. If the Switch does not launch with Zelda and it will only launch with Wii U ports, I don't need it. I have a Wii U. It's a great system. I don't need a second one. So that is all it will take for me. If the Switch launches with Zelda or exclusives, I'm there. I also want to talk about what Rule of Two said. If the Switch is going to be like, let's say 500 euros, that's a little bit steep. I might wait a little bit. If Zelda launches and it's 500, I might get it anyway. But for the price point, I'm leaning between 300 for the base unit and maybe 450 for deluxe versions that come with extra controllers and games and that kind of stuff, maybe more internal memory, that kind of stuff. I think 400 is what I'm expecting to pay for it. 400 euros. It'll be $400, so I'm gonna get screwed. I always get screwed when it comes to prices, but that's okay. 400 is still a good price, I feel. I also feel, I know nobody talks about this, people say launch titles this and that. I feel Nintendo will talk about the games for the entire year. And maybe even a year after that, with specific dates. I feel Nintendo is going to show you why it'll be worth it for you to buy the Switch. Xbox is dead, come on. Xbox was dead last year when they killed off exclusives. Now they killed off like Fable and Scalebound. Come on, what the fuck. Xbox is dead. PS4 has a lot of nice games coming. But currently for me there is no reason to get one yet. I'm really extremely interested in a new Spider-Man game and Days Gone. I care about Days Gone. And Final Fantasy 15 and everything. But I don't need a PS4 for that. And I feel Nintendo is going to really emphasize why it would be good for you to buy the Switch. And not just for the launch, but for weeks, months to come this year and next year. Final Fantasy 15, I'm hoping it. That is something I'm hoping. Final Fantasy 7, if people say that they might hope to see it, that would be really cool. But we haven't seen anything of it in a while, so I do not think we would see it unless Nintendo secretly struck some kind of commercial deal with them. I doubt it. Promotion deal. So I don't think we'll see Final Fantasy 7 yet. But guys, come on. I'm hoping for Bandai Namco shit. Bandai Namco shit. Apart from Little Nightmares, I want to see I want to see some Tales of shit. Tales of Berseria or something. So that's it. Those are my thoughts for the presentation. Kimishima is going to come on, talk about the system a bit, maybe the network. We're going to see trailers of games and gameplay, maybe a bit more talking about specifics. No specs, no anything. We'll definitely see Zelda, Mario Kart, Splatoon. We'll see third party shit. Sure of that. Hoping for Little Nightmares. That's one of my most anticipated games. I'm pretty sure we'll see games like, well, I'm hoping also for Dark Souls. We'll see shit like Skyrim again, the basketball game. They're gonna really make sure that you know those games are coming. And that is something I'm definitely seeing them doing with this presentation. Showing you why you should buy the Switch. And not just for launch, but for months to come. That is what I'm expecting. And for details in games, I don't think, like I said, to do it at a direct. I think we'll see like the treehouse for that. That is what the treehouse is for, to really go in depth of all the games. That's what I'm thinking about this presentation. Maybe I'll do another video after it, but I'll see if there's a lot to talk about. Until then, stay real.